Kilo 8 Golf, Victor Kilo K8GVK.
GVK, Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Yeah, my name's Dave. We're over here in Lansing.
Roger, and what's your location, Dave?
Yeah, Lansing.
Try it again.
Lansing in the state of Michigan.
Roger, Dave in Michigan. All right. And what radio are you running today, Dave?
Oh, the same one. I've always had, the ICOM 7300, but I changed my audio system and microphone, and it's a lot less complex than what it used to be. You got a strong signal here.
Yes, sir, Dave. Well, if you're interested in our setup procedure, you do look you're fairly unprocessed at the moment. We can make you a lot fatter and cleaner if you would be interested. First thing is make sure that 7300 is running in the wide transmit bandpass mode. That's 100 to 2900. Roger, Roger on that?
Yeah, it's all set wide mode, and I am running compression, and I'm at -2 and +3.
All right, on that compressor, we're looking for a 3. On the 7300, it would be a 3. Compressor on and at a 3. Roger?
Yeah, that's where it's set.
Alrighty, then move to your AOC with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, and you just say the word, don't really stress it, just say it like you would in a normal QSO, audio, and adjust your mic gain until your AOC is running 2/3.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what it's doing. It's about 2/3 right now. It's if you look at the S meter for a numerical, it's the ALC is sitting around a 7 to an 8.
Roger. Yeah, we wanted 2/3 on the word audio. Audio is such a nice word because it's just like a tone. We used to say, speaking and set it for mid-scale to 2/3, but if you say the word audio, it's just like a setup tone, and you can just adjust your mic gain until your AOC is dead on 2/3. Roger?
Yeah, okay, got it. Very, very good. You want me to check that now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. Well, there we go. Yeah, audio. Yeah, it's around 70% of scale.
Yes, sir. And it's a nice tone that you just kind of audio. Just kind of stretch that audio out, and it's just like a tone. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Gotcha. Understand.
Sounds pretty good, sir. And your EQ pattern is very nice. I'm listening to you on my local antenna. My radio is good down to 100 cycles, so your curve sounds really nice.
Yeah, very good. Okay, thank you. I was kind of pleased with it. The microphone is the Heil ICM, which of course is well known for what it does. And that I recently switched over to that, and moved off some of my other audio equipment, which is a mixer, equalizer, etc., etc. You're 10 to 15 over 9 here. Where are you located?
We're down by Louisville, Kentucky. We're just across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. Roger, Roger?
Oh, yeah, sure. Very, very good. Yeah, we have a good path, and normally going that direction, I work a lot with various stations in that southern Ohio and Kentucky region. So it's good near vertical propagation most of the time.
Roger, Roger. And what kind of antenna are you running?
This is a Wyndham, 80-meter Wyndham.
Is that an in-fed?
No, it's a Wyndham.
I'm not sure the feeding capabilities. Is it like a dipole or how?
Well, yeah, it's not center fed. I guess most people don't really know what necessarily a Wyndham configuration is, but it's probably more popularly known as an off-center fed dipole.
Roger, Roger. Now, to me, The way we tune our dipole here is I'm not using a transformer. So I'm just going straight up. One side of the dipole is ground, the other side's hot. So I make SWR adjustments on my ground side, and I bring it back onto frequency on my high side, and I keep going back to my ground side for SWR adjustments, each time lowering the SWR and then bringing it back onto the right frequency on the high side. So we're around now at like 0.04, Roger?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Seems to work, I mean, you can sit there and play with it for long, but this seems to be a more systematic approach, and it just I'm using split bolts at the end of the elements, and I use a maybe an 8-inch to a 12-inch piece of wire hanging 90 degrees to the antenna itself, held by the split bolt. And I have another split bolt that I move up and down that 8-inch piece of wire that's hanging down from the end, and I can just very, very minutely make SWR adjustments and frequency adjustments. Roger?
Oh, sure. Yeah, very good. Hey, yeah, that's tried and true trick, so to speak. Drop it down and then roll it up or roll it down as necessary. I use a spindle or whatever. No, this a Wyndham. Well, you can look it up, but it has multiple resonant points along the spectrum, so it's usable very nicely on the lower end of 80 meters, and then 40, the 20, not 15, but 17. Anyway, you can add 12 and of course 10, and yeah, I've had it up there for a good number of years. I actually have had several of them up. I also have an 80-meter center fed, but that's fed with 600 ohm open wire. And that, of course, is balanced, so I do use a balance. All in all, the whole scheme of things is to get the power into the radiating parts of the elements, and then hopefully it will radiate pretty much wherever it wants to, although you can't steer them. But this works, of course, it's a full wave here on 40, and admittedly it works quite well. I also have an end-fed on my other station, another station I have upstairs. That just goes out to 170 foot end-fed through an on. And surprisingly, that works very well, much better than what I thought it might. So there you go. Back to you, KGVK.
Roger, Dave. Sounds really nice. Just constant. I'm copying you on. I have on my local antenna. I have 5 antennas that I have a 6-position rotary switch on, and one's a dipole for 40, and I have 3 10-foot vertical magnetic loops. One aimed at 0 degrees, one aimed at 90 degrees, and one aimed at 134 degrees. And then I have a vertical antenna also. And right now I'm copying you on my 0 degree 10-foot vertical magnetic loop, and it's about 4 dB hotter than my dipole. Roger?
Yeah, very good. How high are those loops?
I'm sorry?
How high in the air are the loops?
Oh, they're very low loops. They're about 2 to 4 feet off the ground. 2 of them have rotors. When we built our first one, we put it on a rotor, said, hey, we can go anywhere, do anything, but the thing is, rotors are just too slow by today's standards, so we decided to make 3 and then have them use it as a scanning array. Roger?
Yeah, very good. Okay. Yeah, No, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, very good indeed. I messed with some magnetic loops a long time ago, years ago. Not nearly as sophisticated as some of today's designs. Nevertheless, they did work. I didn't think they worked that well for me, but they did what they were supposed to do. I'm in the process of laying out a loop. Not a magnetic loop, but for this band. It's more of an experiment in, experiment period. Nothing permanent at this juncture. So I'm just waiting for the snow to fly because they only work. The theory is, anyway. Antennas only work well when they're installed in the worst possible climate of the year, you know.
Oh, roger that. Yes, it has to be -20 before you can work on antennas outside.
Yes, exactly. If the soldering iron heats up too quick, then you know that it's too warm. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I've been up, I've been out, and I have done that. I wasn't exactly -20, but yes, I've been out in that kind of weather, wind, and just terribly cold. Putting up, repairing, I should say, different antennas through the years. I've been on, I go way, well, I don't know, way back, I don't think I go way back. I don't feel like I do. But we've been on since the mid-50s. So I've been through a lot of different stuff, a lot of different fads. Of course, the infamous one in my world was the cubical quad. There was a period of time when that was the antenna of QSOs on the air seemed to be discussing their quad or somebody's quad or things of that nature. Do you remember those days at all?
Not really. I'm probably about, I just recently renewed my license, so I guess I'm about 11 years in, Roger.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, very good. Well, yeah, that's good. Well, I've been at it, as I mentioned, a long time, so it's been quite a ride, especially living through the constant or increasing amount of technical achievements. You know, SDR, you couldn't even imagine. It wasn't even something you could even think about because you never heard of it. And of course, with today's technology and various rigs, including the 7300, that was unimaginable not that many years ago. The hottest and the best radio historically until recent years, of course. But through the years was the Collins KWM series and the Collins S lines and 32 series. But only the very well-heeled individuals would have those. Other than that, they were out of reach for us common kids.
Well, you know, the price of a 7300 today is, fairly necessary to use. I mean, if you want to try to, keep up with the Joneses, there 7300 is by far and away the best way to go. I have one I keep on standby. I am using this is a 990, an older, about a 35-year-old Yaesu 990. That's pretty highly modified, coming and going on transmit and receive, good down to 100 cycles and up to 3 on the top. But I keep that 7300 as a backup, Roger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea. In fact, I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, and I concluded that should looking at the price point of the 7300, etc., etc., something really bad happened, a big power surge or blows up or, hit by lightning, etc., etc., just, I don't know if I would send it back. I think I'd just put it in a box and bury it and buy another one, It's almost the more economical way to go.
Yes, sir. So it's a beautiful radio. I think probably the transmitter on the 7300 is one of the nicest transmitters that I've ever run across. The limiter circuit is just so ideal. It just is. I'm copying most folks. One of the things I have a spectrum analyzer off the audio circuit, but I'm also running a view meter that I can tell pretty much the way the meter moves as to what the dB range is as far as the amount of how fat it is, and we usually set them up for 3 dB dynamic range, which is a nice compromise there. They're very fat, with average percent of modulation at 3 dB is between 80 and 85%, which is just, beautiful. And you can get fatter than that, but then what happens is the words start to blur. So at a 3 dB dynamic range, the words are crystal clear but loud. Roger?
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I think the only radio that I have, or in fact I still have it, is the Kenwood 870. And somebody really did their homework back on that design, because it is beautiful in each and every way, just fantastic dynamic range on the audio, and it was very, very, and still is, well respected, much like the ICOM series are at present. Cool.
Roger, Dave. Well, listen, let me say 73 that way, sir. Thanks for dropping by. And if you want to hear your audio, we are recording now live till 5. And then we'll post it up on YouTube, so if you want to hear it. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,300 Qso-Vlog aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Oh, yeah, cool. Very good, neat. Well, thanks. I guess I'd be curious, obviously, and I'll take a look for that and give a listen. Okay. Job, you're incidentally hitting 20 over 9. That's so. Yeah, the band is perfect for us at the moment. Have a good day, sir. And we'll do this again. KC9VKV, Kilo 8 Golf, Victor Kilo 73.
Roger, Dave 73, sir. Have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Network. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.